First and foremost, I just want to make it make sense and apologize to the family, victim's family, most important, the children. And I want to apologize to my family and my children. Both sides lost a father. One to incarceration, and one is deceased. And I don't take pleasure in anything that took place that night, and never will. And I'm just looking for compassion and forgiveness from you, the family of the victims, and myself. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Thank you. Ms. Anderson, do you wish to make a statement or say anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. In this matter, I've known Mr. King for over 570 days at least. Worked with his trial. He's always been a kind-hearted individual. You can see he has no criminal history at all. We all went through the trial together, heard testimony. I believe it was a mutual combative situation at that time. In the long run, it still should not have happened, and I'm sure if Mr. King had that day back, it would not have happened the same way. As he has said, he is losing his children to incarceration. He has one son that he's never even met. And as he has also said, there's a father or children from the victim that the children have lost their father. So at this time, I'm asking the court to take into consideration through the trial his criminal history and go to the lower end of the guidelines at 225.
Thank you. Do the people have any victims who wish to address the court?
Oh, Your Honor.
Do you wish to make a statement?
I do, Your Honor. We were here for 3 weeks. We went through this trial ad nauseum, some of it. And what was clear through the evidence and the fact that we had a jury hold this defendant accountable for the murder and the attempted murder of another human being. Let's not forget that the victim was shot in the back. This was not a mutual combatant situation. There was a son, a brother, a father that was brutally murdered in this case. The Michigan Department of Corrections has calculated the guidelines, and I agree with those guidelines. But I also agree that this court should sentence at the very top of those guidelines. This defendant has shown no remorse until he was on the stand talking to the jury. That was it. Thank you.
This event occurred following a party of no less than some 30 people, as best as I can recall. There was unquestionably a great deal of alcohol consumed, and there was a lot going on. The party at the home of one of the witnesses followed a gathering at Mandy's. It was supposed to be a birthday celebration for somebody, and it turned into a nightmare for just about everyone. You say in your letter that I received from you on November 16th, among other things, you wish this outcome was different. I am sure that you wish you were not convicted. I am sure you wish that Mr. Dabney had not been shot and Mr. Coleman had not been shot and killed. Me too. Hindsight 2020 teaches us so much about what can happen. And as basic and as innocent as that evening began, it has ended, as I said, in the most horrible of situations and the ultimate consequence. am sorry to the Coleman family and the Dabney family and all the other people who have been adversely affected. I am sorry that the members of this great community suffered that as well. Is the sentence of this court that on the murder second-degree charge, you must face with the Michigan Department of Corrections 31 years, 3 months to 60 years in prison. On the assault with intent to murder, 18 years, 9 months to 60 years in prison with the Michigan Department of Corrections. And on the weapons, felony firearm, 2 years in prison with the Michigan Department of Corrections. The weapons, felony firearm sentence shall be served first, with the assault with intent to murder and murder second-degree convictions to run concurrent to that which is the law, consecutive to that which is the law. The murder in the second degree and assault with intent to murder shall run concurrent to each other. I am going to give you credit for time served in the amount of 578 days. You must pay $130 in harm victim rights, $204 state costs, $60 DNA fee. You are 22 years old. And my hope for you that you will make the best of your life. For today it has been redefined and shall remain with you as sentenced. I would ask the victims and their families to make the very best of your life, but to carry anger and hate another step further is senseless and unnecessary. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, does he have appeal papers?
You have the right to appeal this sentence of conviction. You do that by seeking application either to appeal or appeal by right. Either way, if you wish to appeal, you want an attorney which can't appeal. I'll go for it before it's all of these facts. The request for the appointment of an attorney must be made in writing, sent to the address on the papers that we're about to give you. You have to do that within 42 days. And you have to fill out the bottom, which is in effect a financial. Please sign one and keep 2 for your records. I now have notice of appellate rights back in the file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel.